Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Reddity Rose Report, the weekend report. It looks like TNA Wrestling has announced that Kazarian's taking on Samoa Joe for next month's Destination X pay-per-view. The announcement was made before the Bell promotional video, if you watch them. Other matches slated to take place includes a Ultimate X match. We got Rob Van Dam taking on Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Daniels, my fault. And Abyss taking on Brian Kendricks for the X Division Championship. TNA Wrestling Subsidiary Wrestling and Hybrid Racing Hybrid League All Wheels Wrestling. There's going to be 14 captains in their deal. I'm not sure how the setup's going with this, but anyway, 3 of which are former X Division stars of TNA. Former star Sanjay Dutt is going to be heading up Team 720. Former WWE performer Aaron Aguilera, which was Jesus in WWE, he's going to be team captain of Team Dynamo. Former TNA X Division champion Jay Lethal teams up Team Octane. Former WWE star Dabari, which I thought went back to WWE, but maybe not this time, not yet anyway. He's going to be captaining Team Defiance. And anyway, it's going to be a pilot for the Speed Channel, and then it's scheduled to be filmed next Wednesday at the Impact Zone, Orlando, Florida. And the breaking news for this weekend is WWE released Chavo Guerrero. After this is what he had to say: being unhappy, but he's happy about WWE, releasing him. He said, "I had a smile on my face last night when the release came through." Said, now it's time for me to start being a Guerrero again and start kicking some ass and be able to tell stories in the ring like we can, win or lose. Says, I'll never go back to a place WWE put me in. I will never go back to being underutilized and watching PPL who suck bigger and get the pushes. And he says, anyway, he just talked about he's glad that happened, and I'm probably glad too, because man, they did underutilize him badly in WWE. Alright, WWE has released the content listing for upcoming Randy Orton video release. Randy Orton, The Evolution of a Predator. It's going to be scheduled for release. North American release is September 6th, and it's going to be a 3-disc DVD set or a 2-disc Blu-ray set. And I'm not going through all the right now, all the rundown of the matches and things on there. It'll take me too long and I'll be out of time. Let me get on with some news, and I got something else I should tell you. Birthdays, by the way: former WWF wrestler Damian Demeno, 53, used to be on the internet quite a bit. I haven't heard too much about him lately, and on YouTube. The final WWE Women's Champion, Layla, she's 33. Alright, Jim Ross has confirmed. Remember, I thought maybe they were working on a Jerry Lawler DVD, which should be a hell of a disc set whenever it comes out. But Jim Ross has confirmed that the DVD project via Twitter, adding of what they're working on, is Brett and HBK DVD coming out in October. He said it's going to be covering their careers and impact behind the scenes of the Montreal 97 Screwjob. Proud of what we got on tape, he says. He said that open, honest, and compelling. He says, wow, HBK Brett project blowing up on Twitter. He said it was 3 of us together, great interaction, much more than just the screw job coming up. Anyway, he says coming in October. And then he also added that there's an amazing amount of questions on HBK and the Hitman sit down that's going to be on the DVD. He said about much more than, of course, Montreal. Set side by side and answered all questions. Could be interesting. Former WCW, WWE superstar Dave, remember old Dave Finlay? He will face Sami Callihan for Evolve Wrestling on July 26th, it looks like, at the BB King's in New York City. This is Finlay's first independent appearance since being released from WWE, and I didn't know BB King's New York had wrestling, but oh well, I thought they just had a blues, music place. Hey, in 1995, today, WWF King of the Ring was held in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Bret Hart defeated Jerry Lawler in a Kiss My Foot match, which they showed clips of that just not too long ago. And Mabel wins the King of the Ring tournament, defeating Savio Vega and in the the final over the rope thing. Diesel and Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Tanaka and Psycho Sid. This day in history back in 2000. WWF King of the Ring was held in Boston, Massachusetts, and it featured the largest ever tournament with, King of the Ring, with 32 wrestlers vying for the crown. Only the final 8 were featured on the pay-per-view, though. Christian and Edge, by the way, defeated Too Cold, Scotty Too Hottie, and Grandmaster Sexy. TNA, remember old TNA? TNA used to be on WWE. That was Test and Albert. Anyway, they took on the Hardy Boys, Jeff, in a 4 corners elimination match to win the WWF at the time tag team titles. Pat Patterson fought Gerald Briscoe to a no contest in the hardcore evening gown match. Crash Holly pinned Anderson to Patterson, my fault, to win the WWF hardcore title under the 24/7 rule. I like that when they did that. Because I like it, it's probably why they don't do it anymore. Generation X, Road Dogg and X-Pac then, and Tori defeated the Dudley Boys, Bubba and Devon, in a handicap dumpster match. Kurt Angle wins the King of the Ring tournament, defeating Rikishi in the final moments. The Rock, Kane, and Undertaker defeated Triple H, Vince McMahon, and Shane McMahon. The Rock pins Vince to win the WWF title. Now, see, that's I hate to say it, but that to me was wrestling. That was a great card. In 2006, on this day, WWE Vengeance was a Raw exclusive event held in Charlotte, North Carolina. Ric Flair defeated Mick Foley in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Johnny Nitro, remember him? Anyway, he defeated Shelton Benjamin and Carlito in a triple threat match to win the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Rob Van Dam defeated Edge and retained the WWE title. Imposter Kane defeated Kane. And if I remember right, that was Festus. John Cena defeated Sabu in an Extreme Lumberjack match. And Degeneration X, this was Triple H, Shawn Michaels defeated the Spirit Squad. Johnny, Mikey, Mitch, Nick, Kenny in the handicap match. Now there were some ancient title changes happening on this day. 1968, only got 2 more minutes. Hang on. In 1968, Bobo Brazil defeated the Giant Baba to win the NWA Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. In 1992, the Barbarian and Dick Slater defeated the Fabulous Freebirds, which was Jimmy Garvin and Michael Hayes, to win the WCW US Tag Team titles. This would be the final reign for the titles before they retired them. Not sure why they retired them, for sure. In 2001 on Raw, X-Pac defeats Jeff Hardy to win the WWF Light Heavyweight title. Also, Rhino defeated Test to win the WWF Hardcore title, but lost it quickly, the belt to Mike Awesome. Mike Awesome wasn't in WWE very long, but he was there a little while. And in 2009, Homicide defeats Suicide to win the TNA X Division title. Also, Tara defeats Angelina Love to win the Knockout Championship title. And I think that's about it for the day. But have a good Sunday. I'll talk to you Monday. Thanks for clicking. I gotta go.